coved ceiling. My first home. I felt a tinge of pride. I'd managed to buy well, thanks to the Vanderholt's connections, but within months of purchasing the 3-bedroom bungalow near Houston's medical center, I needed to sell it. Not long after Hastings' graduation party, Mama's health had taken a nosedive. My stomach had knotted, then collapsed at the words the nurse on the phone kept telling me. Major stroke, paralysis, impaired cognition. Selling my cute bungalow was the only way to support Mama's health needs, and even then, the money would only cover a few months. If that. Anxiety clawed my throat. Mama loved her nurse, Lydia, and the consistent routine the assisted living facility provided helped calm her. No way could I move her out. And while I'd have the proceeds from the sale of the house eventually, right now, I couldn't afford rent and the mortgage payment each month, which meant I had to do the one thing I'd sworn never to do again. I had to accept Practically Perfect Nanny's invitation. I ground my teeth, clenching my jaw so hard my teeth squeaked. Letting Brody and Hastings Vanderholt slip from my life with little more than a hug had hurt much more than I'd expected. Sure, they called, but I missed their bright faces, their daily chatter. I missed my boys. I should have started looking for a new position the moment I heard my mother's diagnosis, but the idea of loving another child for years, only to eventually share no more than the occasional social media post and a possible holiday card, caused my throat to ache and burn with pent-up emotion. I'd hoped to have more time with Mama before she succumbed to the destruction of her memory, unable to remember who I was. Instead, that had happened with reckless speed over the past few weeks, and I'd visited her daily. I huffed, trying to catch my breath. Mama needed support. She deserved to be happy during these last months, or years. I could do this, for her. And anyway, there wasn't another option to earn the type of money I needed. I gritted my teeth again as I picked up the phone and dialed Practically Perfect Nannies. Susie answered, her voice a cheerful chirp I certainly didn't feel. "This is Paloma Concord." "Hi there, Paloma! I'm so glad you called," Susie bubbled. I closed my stinging eyes. "Would you let Ms. Larson know I'm interested in accepting an assignment?" "Of course. That's great," Susie said. "You know, she was hoping you'd call." I had to smile. Mags Larson was a no-nonsense woman with a soft spot for kids. We'd met about 10 years ago through one of her employees, who worked for the Vanderholt's friends. With Vanessa Vanderholt's encouragement, Mags had talked me into completing some additional certifications, which led to me working through her company for better pay and benefits. But I'd never been through Practically Perfect Nanny's placement process. Let Ms. Larson know her tenacity paid off. Susie laughed. "It always does. How soon could you start with a new charge?" I stared down at the bill in front of me. "As soon as you'd like. Preferably before next month, when I'd be scraping the bottom of my savings account."
Chapter 2. Silas. Phone calls received at 5 a.m. never brought positive news. This one proved no different.
"Silas Whitaker?"
"Yes," I said, my sleep-soaked brain coming online much more quickly than it typically would in this situation. Normally, I would expect a call at this time of the morning to be about one of my players making poor decisions with booze, women, or fast cars, or perhaps all three. But this woman's voice, the briskness of her tone, told me she wasn't contacting me about a bad boy acting out.
"Hello. My name is Carrie Lawrence. I'm on staff here at Andover Hospital."
"In Massachusetts?"
"Yes."
Do I know anyone in Andover? That's a long, long way from Houston. Surely.